Welcome back to Chris Warren's Pro Shop. We're here with Anthony Lavery-Spahr to talk about the new Black Widow. And we're really excited about this one. Obviously, anything that's Black Widow is awesome. But before we get into the ball, I just wanted to first congratulate you how great you did at the Players a couple weeks ago. You made it to match play. You did awesome. It was a really great start to the season. And I know you've got the US Open coming up. And tell us a little how you prepare for that.
Yeah, so we're back here in the Pro Shop today, and first of all, we're here to talk about the Black Widow 3.0, but also we're here doing a little bit of work and a little bit of prep for the US Open next week. Very gracious to Chris and Andy and everybody else here in the Pro Shop for letting us come in. They run the lanes for us and letting us practice, and very gracious of them to do that. So we're in here today. We're gonna bowl in a couple of different patterns, throw a few different balls. US Open's a little unique where you're limited to a 10-ball arsenal, so going to throw a few shots on a few different patterns, go through a few balls, and kind of maybe start making some choices of what I really like in my bag and what's gonna be in play and what might not be in play and what kind of fits in some different places, especially with a lot of new balls coming out recently. But I definitely know for sure this is going to be one that's going to be in the bag. Threw this one a little bit last week when we were in Wichita, through urethane for the most part, but when I did get out of urethane, I did use this one just a little bit for a few games and saw quite a bit of success with it. I mean, you watched Phil O'Neill win on the show with it, and it's definitely going to be a great release coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, we're really excited about this one. I'd say let's hit the lane, see how it does, and get your thoughts on it.
Sounds good. Let's throw some shots.
All right, guys, so we're throwing some shots, Black Widow 3.0. Again, this is the first one I drilled, so standard layout, pin above my middle finger, 5.5-inch pin. Bowling on the 42-foot Mark Ross pattern today, right now for this video. So throw a shot and see what it does.
So as you can see with that one, even for being a big asymmetric core with that favorite gas mask core that everybody loves, when you do miss right, I did miss a little bit right on that shot from what I was looking at, but the ball just has no problem recovering down the lane. HK22 solid on this one, so you see a little bit more continuation down lane than you do in a lot of the other big ASIM solid balls, because it does have that HK22 blend in it. Very, very excited to have this ball in the bag. I think this is going to be a phenomenal benchmark ball, something that you can use on the fresh, but you can also bring the surface up maybe on a little bit and use it later into the blocks as well. So definitely very excited about this one.
All right, so as y'all saw in the last shot, just a little right. Plenty of energy to come off it, still go through the pins and strike. Move our eyes in just a little bit here and actually try and hit our target. 42-foot Mark Ross pattern, so one of the Legends patterns. A little bit of oil out there, but one of the softer patterns.
So as you can see on that one versus the other one, is that was a little bit more in, a little bit better shot of what I was looking at. Like I said, the first one creeped a little right, but big difference between this one and a lot of the bigger asymmetric solid balls is miss a little right with that HK22 cover. Even the solid version now, a lot more energy down the lane, plenty of energy to come off it when you miss a little right and still go through the pins. So we're gonna go ahead and move about 4 left on this next shot and see if we can still get to come around the corner and strike.
All right, so after that last shot, move about 4 left. See if we can still get to come around. See if we can still get to come around the corner, get it to come off of it. Should still have plenty of energy. Get down there, come off it, go through the pins. Like I said, 42 feet. Pretty fresh still, only throwing about 10 shots, 10, 15 shots warming up on this plane, so.
So as you can see, just getting deeper and deeper, and we're still bowling on pretty fresh. Like I said, only throwing about 10 or 15 shots on this lane. About 4 left from the last shot, and a little bit more rotation just because you're starting to get steeper with the ankles, but still plenty of energy to get down there and come off the pattern and run through the pins. So we're gonna go ahead just for fun and move about another 6, 7 left and just see what we can really maximize out of this ball.
All right, so like I said, just for fun, we're gonna move another 6 left. Like I said, still pretty fresh. So this is gonna be way too far on the other side of it, but I'm just gonna really maximize and show you what this ball can actually do all the way across the lane. Like I said, this is about 6 left off the last one. We can get some up and straight.
So, like I said, I missed a little right on that one again too, but I mean, for as big as the gas mask core is and how big of an asymmetric solid ball that this is, and like I said, we're still bowling on pretty fresh, but that amount of angle, that steep from that far left, a big asymmetric solid ball, like you just really don't see that out of that type of bowling ball. So I really do think this one's gonna be pretty special. I really do honestly believe this is gonna be a ball that you can use all the way across the lane. So stay tuned for the release date tomorrow and come pick yours up at Chris Warren's Pro Shop.